Hello folks, Chef Curry Flavors. This is Cooking Healthy for You. For about 5 a.m. Getting up there in the day. Waking up early today, had a little bit of a foot injury, but I want to keep people inspired through food. So here I am, and I figured since my foot was bothering me today, just kind of banged it a little, I would cook something a little bit more simple, but a really nice treat. Like one thing I've always loved, I love fried food, and maybe I should have been born in the south of America here, but I do love fried food. I like French fries, pizza. Even though I'm a personal trainer, I like these things. And what we do here at Cooking Healthy for You is we try to find everyday food that you eat and put a positive spin on it, a healthy spin on it, so you could enjoy the foods you want. And a lot of these diets, they're so restrictive. People get on them for a while, they never stay on them forever, and then they yo-yo back. Unfortunately, a lot of times they yo-yo back and are even worse. And one of the reasons why that happens is people deprive themselves of living life and living life with a passion and enjoying the foods they like. And one thing we do here is we find those healthy alternatives. So getting right to it here, Rising Star Enterprises for Well-Being, that's our cooking channel. And the name of the show is Cooking Healthy for You. We are going to make French fries, but we're going to make asparagus French fries with roasted, breaded asparagus French fries with roasted tomatoes, as well as breaded carrots. And we're just going to show you our lineup here. Okay, let's take this out and we'll get an aerial view here. There you go. And we have our carrots shredded. We have our asparagus. We have our tomatoes, which we're going to cut in half. We have our Parmesan. I'm actually using mozzarella cheese. We have our apple cider vinegar, honey. Our spices are garlic, onion, chili, and garlic salt. And I like to squeeze lemon and orange, which has great flavor. And we have our 3 eggs, and we have our whole wheat, breadcrumbs and whole wheat flour. And then you want 3 pans coming over here. You want your parchment paper pan where you're going to put the asparagus on. And you want deep, long bowls that you're going to be your mixers for breading and egg and everything like that. So we will be back in a few. Here we are, folks. We're going to make our asparagus. You chop them at the ends. They say that at the ends they get a little woody. I guess that's an expression they use. Another expression is just they sort of discolor. And, people eat with their eyes first, so you want those nice green, colors in there. And we have just about everything. We have our flour, okay, deep pan, long pan, because asparagus are long. We have our eggs, and we did something with our 3 eggs. We basically took a little honey, which gives it a little texture for things to hold together. It's a little secret of mine. Honey sticks, And so you add a little honey, you add a little apple cider vinegar, okay? And you take a little avocado oil, okay? And you add that in there so the oil could actually get in to the asparagus and the carrots. Then you have your roasted half roasted, you just chop them in half. I mean, anybody could do that. And we have a little bit of garlic, fresh garlic. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of that on top, as well as a lemon we're going to sprinkle on top. And orange has great flavor. It's amazing people don't use orange more, but I use it in my red sauce, and it's absolutely great to do. Not a lot, just a little bit. It sort of neutralizes the acidity of the tomato and red sauce as well. It's almost like they battle each other, and people always ask like how my red sauce it's got no acidity to it. It's one of the little secrets I have. So we're basically going to lower this down, There we go. Let's see if we could get an angle on all three. That would be kind of cool. There we go. Just about. Gonna adjust this baby a little bit. There you go. Move these back a little bit just so you could see everything. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. All three right in the thing. So we're going to take our asparagus. I like to leave the asparagus a little wet because then they're able to kind of catch on the on your flour. So that's sort of like important. Okay, so I'm just going to take a handful here. We have parchment paper down, and we're just going to, you know, roll some of these. See how they're coming out? Nice. And I like to keep the fork here. I put more than one component in here, so I just like to keep it stirred. Put that to the side. And we're going to put it in our oil. And then, oh, didn't stir my, as you can see, I added the mozzarella cheese, all the spices, garlic, salt, paprika, chili, and breadcrumbs. Okay, so pretty simple thing to do. And you go right into here. Okay? And you might want to grab a spoon, you know I do. And you just kind of come to the side. Just kind of do them like that. Be nice and easy. All right. Make sure it gets all over them. And then you place them on your pan, just like so. Pretty simple. So we're going to do that, and we will be back in a moment after we finish all of the asparagus. Then we're going to take our carrots. You see, carrots are not that wet. I would just make them a little wet, you know, just so the flour sort of gets on the carrots. There you go. There you go. Got to make sure you get all the carrots once they're sort of in here. You know, put them in there, put them in there, put them in there. And then you just sort of drudge them through. Yeah, and then you put them right into your thing. Now I'm going to leave them sort of on top so I know where they are and they don't get lost. Oh, this guy. We don't want to forget about him. And then you just take your carrots and you just sort of put them off here to the side. All right. And then you take your tomatoes. You know, put your tomatoes in. There you go. Lots of tomatoes. I like tomatoes. So I just put a whole bunch of them on. And then you take your orange. Sprinkle it all around, all over everything. Good orange. Good. Good orange. Isn't this beautiful? And then you take your lemon. Make sure we get don't want any of the pits in there. I sort of do it upside down so the pits don't fall out. There you go. And, you know, I think I want a few more carrots in there. So, you know, you pretty much take a few more. Oops. Let's get them a little wet first. Let's get a few more carrots in there. Let's see, how many do we have in here? A little more. Okay. Few more carrots. Carrots are good for you. It's very healthy, good for the eyes. And you just sort of leave them right on top here. Just get a little flour on them. Dip them through into the egg. All right. Dip them through. Take the breadcrumbs on the sides. This way you know where your carrots are. Yeah, and then put them right here in the pan. And then we're going to wipe our hands off. And last but not least, we take our garlic. And we just sprinkle the garlic all the way around, over everything. You know? Over everything. Look at that. And then it's probably wise to take a little garlic salt, because I like that combination. And you just, for a little flavor, isn't that beautiful? Right on top. It goes into the oven. You know, I tend to like to cover part of it, and you know how I basically do that is when I put it into the oven, I cover half of it, sort of like this, the roasted tomatoes. So when I put this into the oven at 425 for about 15 minutes, I basically like to take this and just cover the roasted tomatoes, and we will be back. Okay, folks, that's been about 15-20 minutes, and voila! Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love that. Looks absolutely fantastic. I don't normally... Look at this. Look at how beautiful that looks. Wow. And these actually come out pretty crunchy, and we'll put it in a plate for the money shot. That's basically more or less how you make French fries. I don't normally eat on camera because people do it in my business. I'm sure they don't mean anything by it, but they actually need to talk. So when you eat and you talk with your mouth open, you know, it causes a little bit of a problem. But, oh, that is so good. That is so absolutely good. And you could even add a little ketchup, a little mustard, a little apple cider vinegar, which is good for you. And it's sort of like a little topping that you could actually put together. And it's quite good. Milk ketchup, a little ketchup, a little mustard. I use Dijon mustard, low apple cider vinegar. Just maybe a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. But this is what you get, folks. I mean, come on. It's absolutely delicious. Stand on its own. I mean, look at that. The breaded carrots, the roasted asparagus, and the roasted tomatoes. Absolutely amazing. I'm Chef Curry Flavors. This is Cooking Healthy for You. Rising Star Enterprise Wellbeing is our YouTube channel. We're healing people through food. We're keeping people inspired every single day. We're cooking, making people feel good, full of hope, full of excitement, full of energy. And until tomorrow at 4 a.m., I'm Chef Curry Flavors. Have yourself a wonderful day.